quite in line with the theme of Sea Change this time, which is about strategy and innovation. Would you agree with the theme that we have set? Did it rub off well in the way we wanted? In terms of, what all did you see at Sea Change, and did it really matter to you? Was it relevant to you?
Sure. The strategy and innovation, this is absolutely excellent subject that has been taken for Sea Change for this particular year. Two things. The strategy, every organization, need to have a strategy. Whether the CEO will have a strategy for the entire organization. And based on that strategy, the CIO should also draw a strategy which will support the bigger picture of that organization. So CIO also need to have a strategy, right? Innovation is a continuous effort. And innovation, the CIO also has a major role to play in terms of supporting the vision of the CEO. Meaning, the IT or a technology head, okay, he can definitely contribute into supporting the innovations that has to happen in the organizations. And innovations are a process which should be driven right from the lower level in the organization to the top level. And innovation can come from anyone. So as a CIO, you'll have to encourage the people around you to bring in that change. They have ideas, right? So not only the CIO can bring ideas, but CIO should keep his eyes open, his ears open, okay, his mind open, and see that from where the great ideas can come, and CIO can play a role of catching up that idea and see that whether he will able to implement those ideas. Okay. Because I always consider the people who are working at different levels, in their different roles, they knows the domain well. They knows the knowledge of that function well. And therefore, if they bring up the ideas, CIO should apply the technology and see that how those ideas can be converted into the realities. And not that all ideas can be converted into realities, even few of the ideas can be converted into reality. That will be a big value to the organization.
So one last question from here. You mentioned that it's all about innovation. If I were to sound a little intrusive, but if I may ask, being so much time crunched that you are, and being in an industry where everybody is asking and selling plug-and-play solutions, everything is mechanical, people want to be on autopilot, and the kind of routines you CIOs have, is there enough room for innovation in that context? And if yes, how do you manage it?
There is definitely a room for innovation. When we talk about innovation, what is happening in the business scenario, like CIO should also have a knowledge to some extent of the business. In the real scenario, the business is changing. Okay, their priorities are changing. Okay, no longer what we have done in the past year is valid this year. So you will find always the CIO should be doing different things in every year, right? And for the coming next year. So what is very important that CIO has to work very closely with the business heads, okay? Understand their mindsets, okay? And read from them, whenever he has interactions with them on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis. He should be a good listener, and CIO should be a good observer. He should be able to read the minds of the business leaders and pick up those areas, jot down the priorities, and try to see that how he can bring automation, doing the things faster, doing the things better, and doing the thing cheaper. Okay? So that is the way I can look at carrying out the innovation.